much is everything in your home worth? If you were made a cash offer for it all, what would you keep and what would you sell? I'm about to send these hard-nosed antique dealers into 2 houses they've never seen before.
Oh, well.
Well, can you believe it?
Their expert knowledge will be put to the test as they compete against each other to sniff out and place secret bids on the best items.
A pair of spoons. They're Tiffany.
In today's show, there are some surprising bids. The dealers make one of their biggest ever cash offers.
Oh my God!
And we find out why this pendant is causing so much excitement.
Find me another. You won't.
For our first house, we're off to a small 3-bedroom bungalow in Wiltshire. Inside, the rooms are crammed full of a lifetime's collection of antiques. There are items in every nook and cranny, and one room has been turned into a mini museum of Victoriana. The house belongs to music lover Nancy, and over the years she has amassed an incredible amount of sheet music.
I've now got about 3,000, but it dates from 1803 right through the eras to the present day. I give talks on it, dressed in Victorian costume, but I shall always keep some because I should give my granddaughter an album to remember her grandma by. I want to sell stuff now because I'm getting to 82 and I thought I'd give the children some of their inheritance now. Not that they need it, but I like to do it.
That could be easier said than done. One of Nancy's most treasured possessions is this pair of 19th century glass vases in pristine condition. They were inherited from the guardians who raised her as a child and have been with her whole life. I think the dealers are going to love them. But how much will they bid?
Nancy, you've got a lovely home and you've obviously got several collections which have taken you a long time to assemble. You've got a lot of Victorian pieces in there, beautifully laid out.
Yes.
But I've spotted a couple of things which I think the dealers are going to love. And one of them is your super Moorcroft bowl. Tell me about that. Is that something you would like to part with, for instance?
Yes, I'd definitely like to part with a Moorcroft bowl. I think it's had its time, and as I say, I'm doing it for the children, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, it's actually time to go now because they're going to be here any minute.
I see,
But I'll
yes.
look after everything, so don't worry.
Thank you very much. Thank
and we'll
you,
see you when
Kate.
you get back.
Lovely, thank you.
So Nancy's off to her friend Hilary's to make way for our dealers. James, Simon and Peter.
Now, boys, this is quite a compact bungalow, so I'm sure all 3 of you are going to be falling over each other. But this homeowner has a real passion for music and music-related items. So one thing I will say to you is have a look at that because it's all for sale.
Promise.
Go and get stuck in.
OK, let's go to work.
Peter has already found Nancy's Moorcroft bowl.
Reasonably early one. Thing is with this is you've always got to check for restoration. If it's very, very well done, it's very, very hard to detect. But a true collector will soon spot it. And it's looking pretty good. I shall just have a think on that one for the time being.
Don't hang around, Peter. Moorcroft's a good British name with a strong following, and the other dealers will want this.
Well, Peter is having a really good look at everything, but I haven't seen any bids yet. James is seeking his fortune in the back room, and Simon's just phoned a friend.
Well, a gold price hotline.
18 carat.
I hope he knows the call charges. Sounds like the prices are good, and the bids start to flow. He places bids on 5 separate pieces of jewellery.
Put that there.
This is my room. Oh, that's crammed with stuff.
James is the first to discover Nancy's mini museum.
OK, where do we start?
Don't dither, James.
Here we go, we're getting
Meanwhile,
into stuff.
Simon's already found 2 quite tasty Victorian gold sovereigns.
Now, because these have been mounted, I think the mounts will come off, though, because They're quite fussy, the coin dealers. They've got to be in pristine condition to get that price. And sometimes when they mount these coins, they solder the mounts on, but I don't think these are.
Silkwork, in terrible condition.
Back in the lounge, another piece of porcelain has caught Peter's eye. So will he get bidding?
Caught my eye. We've got the Basic. I'm hoping it is. Yep, Indian on horseback. He stands a very good chance of coming home. Fingers crossed.
Nothing will be going home with you, Peter, unless you leave a bid on it.
Look at all these.
Meanwhile, James has discovered Nancy's collection of sheet music. But does he know what to do with it all?
God. Is that the Titanic? It is. I like that. But do I have to buy the whole lot? Is she going to sell them one at a time, I wonder? She's put the best ones on top, no doubt. Oh, God, what do I do about that? That's a huge problem. Does one want to buy 100 1910s, 1920s bits of sheet music and spend the rest of one's life selling them one at a time? I don't know, you have to think about that.
Now it's Simon's turn to have a look at the Moorcroft bowl.
From the 30s, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not really early, but it's still a nice period one. I think somebody else might be leaving a bid on that.
Yeah,
so I think
I'm
you
pretty
better,
sure. You better
if
go
you
a bit
want
strong.
it, you better go strongly.
Well, that's always the case.
And the Moorcroft bowl gets its first bid. Ah, eagle-eyed James has discovered Nancy's vases.
They seem to be perfect. 1900, I would think. I'm going to leave a little bit on them. OK, look after my bid, Baz.
The quest for the Moorcroft bowl is hotting up.
I'd hate to forget it, so maybe we'll give it a bid now.
Finally, we have a bid from Peter. I think he's got the hang of it now. I think the sheer amount of Victoriana in the back room might be driving James a bit potty.
Sheet music, sheet music. No! Table mats. Any good? Next room.
James wasn't sure what to make of the sheet music. Will Peter be tempted?
The best thing for these is really in a frame. I think that's a lovely illustration. I don't know how the music would actually sell. We're going to pass on the sheet music, I think.
But the vases that James has already bid on have caught his eye.
Now, I've got a little bit of a weakness for glass, and these are very, very well painted. This is not your usual Victorian mass-produced painted glass. I'm going to leave a bid on those, but I better put the plants back first, otherwise I'll be in trouble.
Such a well-brought-up boy.
How are you doing, Peter?
Almost done. Almost
Okay.
done.
No rush, but we've got some very keen dealers ready to come in here.
I hope they've spent all their money in the bedroom.
In the bedroom, James is having a closer look at the sovereign that Simon discovered earlier.
It's quite a nice Victoria young head sovereign with a nice coat of arms on the back. So I'll leave a price on that.
And straight away, Simon's found those vases.
Now, the only thing sort of against these, if you like, is the fact that they're black. But I found in sort of especially the last couple of years, anything decorative, anything featuring well-painted enamel on glass has sort of gone up quite a bit in price and is quite collectible.
In that case, you can leave a good bid then, Simon.
Fingers crossed.
Now, Peter and James both passed on the sheet music, but Simon's not put off.
I might live to regret that. What do you think about all this sheet music and stuff?
I think if I left a bid on that, I'd be insulting them. That would go in a sale as 1 or 2 lots, and it would be £10, £20.
Did I hear right? Did somebody say £10 to £20?
Well,
For
that
the
was
sheet
me.
music?
Well, to
What,
be fair,
the whole
isn't it?
pile?
But if that went into auction, it would just get bundled into lots. And I think people don't want to buy.
I think you're wrong there, Peter.
Do you?
I think if that went into auction, you've got some lovely prints
Beautiful,
there.
yeah.
And I think actually it could make a good amount of money. £10 to £20.
That's what I
It's
said.
a
I agree with
ridiculous
you.
amount. These are very treasured items
Absolutely,
for this homeowner.
absolutely.
And if you are interested, you may not be, but if you are, then leave a good bid, because otherwise you're wasting your time.
I agree.
I'll stick that up there.
But they need to be quick. Just a few minutes left for new bids and last-minute revisions.
three cards.
It's a full house.
I'll reevaluate that.
But at the last minute, Peter's upped his bid to try and outdo the others.
I'll leave a little bit on it.
I'll leave one on the sovereigns. They're a bit of a staple item. Everyone leaves money on sovereigns. On the pair. I'm done.
Just as well, Peter, because time is up.
Goodbye.
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 Cheerio.
Take a while to goodbye.
In total, the dealers have bid on 20 of Nancy's precious possessions. But which ones are they really hoping to walk away with?
I really like the glass vases in the sort of music room, the ones decorated with the birds. I just thought they're very nice quality, and I know that I could sell them quite easily.
Quite like the Moorcroft bowl, but I didn't bid enough for it, I know that.
Well, it's time to see what Nancy thinks of our dealer's offers, and she's back with her friend Hilary.
In this envelope is the total amount on offer today.
Oh, this is exciting. 2,308. That's wonderful. The children certainly benefit from that.
Well, that's quite a big
And
sum
I
of
might
money.
even have another cruise.
Well, don't get too excited about cruises, because that, of course, is the amount you would make
Yes.
if you sold everything.
Yes.
And some things might be quite hard to part
Yes.
with, do you think?
Yes, they might be, yes.
Nancy's got some tough decisions ahead of her. First up, it's the Moorcroft bowl she's keen to sell, and which attracted bids from all 3 dealers. But will any of them be high enough to tempt her?
So where did this come from, Nancy?
I actually bought it in a market in Vases some years ago.
Do you remember what you paid for it all that
Yes,
time
I
ago?
do.
Do you?
Yes.
Are we allowed to know?
No, not yet.
OK, you can tell me in a minute, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, they've all left you a bid, Nancy.
Oh, that's something.
James has bid you £100.
Not quite enough.
Not enough?
No.
I'll let you into a secret. I don't think it's enough either.
Ah, there you are then.
Shall we see what Peter thinks? Peter has bid you 125.
I'll have a look at the third bit, I think.
Still not enough?
No, not really.
Simon is left, and he says 225.
Ah,
Our independent valuer actually says at auction between 250 and 300. Perhaps a little bit more on a good day.
Yes.
But having said that, Simon is giving you a cash offer
yes.
today.
Cash offer.
So I think that's a pretty good
I
dealer
think
offer.
so, yes. Tell Simon I'll have his bid.
Quite sure?
Yes, thank you.
£225 is yours,
Yeah.
Nancy.
Oh, lovely.
What did you pay for it?
195.
So there's a little bit of profit there for
Little
you.
bit profit, yes.
Wonder if Simon will make any.
There's definite profit in it at that, so I think the other 2 were a little bit mean, if you want me to be honest, and I'm really pleased to buy it.
That's a great start for Nancy. Now for those vases. All 3 dealers want to take them home, but they mean a lot to Nancy because they belong to the guardians who raised her.
2 wealthy ladies, they weren't sisters, they were friends. They adopted me at 3, which was quite unusual in the 30s, and I was very happily adopted. And they left me these vases.
Fond memories.
Yes.
How much do you miss those days, Nancy? Because you talk about them very fondly.
Yeah, oh, don't start me off.
So what makes you emotional about it now?
Well, because, you know, you miss them still.
So how special are these?
Well, they weren't mine in the first place, so they're not, but I do think they're lovely, and they'd have to be quite a good price, I think.
Well, we've got 3 bids on these vases.
I see.
Let's look at Peter's bid first.
Yes.
£48.
Oh, no. No, Peter. Not this time.
James has bid you 65.
It's a bit more. But not enough to tempt you.
No, not
enough to
really,
tempt you.
no.
No.
Simon has bid you for the pair 160.
Oh, Well, that is. I would let them go for that. I think. Yes, that's a deal. That's a deal, Kate.
Well, brilliant. I'm really pleased to buy them. As I said earlier, they were my favourite item, and I think they were both terribly mean on them. I'm really pleased.
That's another win for Simon. Well done, that man. Nancy then sells a Victorian walnut music cabinet to Simon for £225. A 9-carat sapphire and diamond ring also to Simon for £130. And Peter is the first dealer to break Simon's winning streak by securing a late 19th century silkwork pitcher for £95. Next, it's some of Nancy's lifetime collection of sheet music. The dealers didn't quite know what to make of it, and only Simon has left a bid. But I wonder if he's bid enough to buy it.
It's quite a specialist area.
It is.
A bit of a tricky one. Simon, however, has left you a bid on the stack of music in the corner there. He didn't go into any of the drawers.
Stack of music.
So just this stack in the corner
That
here.
there. What, the whole lot?
The whole lot. And he says here, cheeky bid, Nancy. £90.
Oh, no.
That's very cheeky.
That's a cheeky bit.
Very cheeky.
It's pretty cheeky, isn't it?
No go at all. I've got a friend in America, came over and for much less than that gave me £660 in cash.
I think the thing is, your friend in America knows her specialist market.
Yeah, she does.
Simon is a very good general dealer,
Yes.
so he hasn't got that specialist niche
but for
yet.
that amount, I would have to say no to that.
You better get on the phone to America, I think.
know.
She needs to come over again.
It looks like Simon's luck has finally run out with that bid, and the music sheet collection is staying intact. Nancy's holding firm, and that's not the only item she stood her ground on. She also said no to Peter's offer of £155 for the mid-20th century Beswick Indian horse. She gave short shrift to James's bid on the Victorian music box.
£100.
Oh, dear. No.
And it's another no for Simon on his bid of £70 for a Victorian walnut games box. Next up, it's the 19th century sovereign and St George coin. With all three dealers bidding, this is a hotly contested item.
Tell me about these.
Well, I've always liked the sovereigns. I actually sold my big collection.
So this is what's left from quite a large collection by the
Yes, it
sound of
was
things.
30.
30?
30, yes.
How do you feel about these ones?
Well,
Would you be happy to let those go?
Well, depend upon the offer again, of course, you know.
Well, James, this is for the two, remember? James has bid you 140.
What do you think?
Not impressed.
Oh dear.
What do you think, Henry?
Well,
do you know anything about
I
sovereigns?
don't know anything about them. Nancy does, so she's obviously knows how much things are worth.
No to James.
Yes.
Well, Peter says 270.
Well, that sounds good, doesn't it?
That's a bit different, isn't
Yes.
it? Oh, wait to see what the next
Yeah,
one
wait to see what
Still want to come, Nancy,
might
still
be
want to come.
400.
Simon says 245.
Oh. No, I think I'll go for the...
Peter says
Peter's.
270.
Yeah, that one, yes. I will sell them for that.
Well, just before you make up your mind, let me tell you that actually I think, and our independent valuer also thinks, that at auction you might be looking at between £300 and £400 here. And I'm going to have a word with these dealers, and I'm going to bring them into the room and just see if they'll reconsider their offer.
Ah,
See if we can get you a little bit
very
more.
good, Kate. You're my friend forever.
Okay. Here they are.
Here we all are.
Hello, boys.
Hello, Kate.
I've never had so many men in my bedroom at one time. And I'm sure I could always take more if they'd offer it.
Have a little think.
There's mine again.
Lovely, Peter. I'll give you the old
Thank
one
you.
back. Great. Thank you very much.
Okay, shall we go?
Please.
Bye-bye.
Bad luck, Nancy.
Well, 3 new bids. That was worth a shout, wasn't it?
I know, very good, isn't it?
Should we look at James first? Because James was lowest first
Yes,
time. Remember,
have a
he
look
had
at
bid
that,
you.
yes.
He bid you 140.
40, yes.
Now this time he's bidding just for the sovereign. James says 160.
Oh, that's That's quite good. So see what the other bids are.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes.
Okay. Simon has bid you £280.
And that's for both.
That's for both. Now remember, the highest bid last time was 270 from Peter.
Yes, from Peter, yes.
Peter has bid you £300.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Yes, please.
I think that's a winner.
Yes,
That's a winner.
That's a winner.
Well, Hilary agrees.
Yes.
It was worth calling the dealers back in. That's an extra £30 towards Nancy's total. In total, the dealers offered over £2,000 for some of Nancy's most cherished possessions. But how much have the dealers managed to buy?
In 1 hour, Nancy, you have made £1,680.
Oh, marvellous. Oh, yes, please. Thank you very much.
So what do you think your family are going to say?
Oh, they're going to be thrilled because I should give them, as you know, a bit.
I think they're very lucky.
Yeah.
For our next home, we're off to Suffolk. This modern detached house has 16 rooms and contains a huge variety of antiques and collectibles. From the very large to the very small. Colin and Jan live here with their daughter Rachel. But now Jan feels it's time to declutter, and that means selling some precious family heirlooms, like this Victorian chain and pendant.
It was given to Colin's dad and passed down to us, but I don't find it a very wearable piece.
Yeah, that was interesting because that was actually used in the front page advert for the Ipswich Croydon, which was the top jewellers in Ipswich years ago, and that was used on their front page for their advert for the shop.
But there's one item they're completely divided over.
I'm a bit loath to part with it.
Well, I mean, that is 1911, but there's over 10 ounces of solid silver on there, and the price of silver has gone up so much in the last couple of years. I think we ought to cash it in and buy something more usable.
I still don't want to part with it.
So who will win the battle of the christening set?
Now, Rachel, how do you feel about this? Because it sounds like your mum and dad are quite keen to get rid of a bit. I mean, would you like to inherit any of the items in there particularly?
The jewellery, mainly. My grandma Jack had a lot of 1940s jewellery, which I wouldn't mind having maybe one day.
Well, this could be really interesting,
Yes, we
I
hope
think.
so.
Well, those dealers are going to be here any minute. Have you got some keys, please?
Yes, there we go. Over to you then.
Fantastic.
Bye.
Right, time to get the dealers in. And for this house, Simon is joined by Alison and David.
Now, you three, I've got a real mixture for you inside this house, but amongst the mixture are some beautiful decorative objects which all three of you are going to love.
Good.
Alison, start upstairs. I'll be there. Go on then.
Come on, Simon.
Oh, very nice.
Good luck.
Good luck, Alison.
Thank you, darlings.
They don't mean that at all. These guys are super competitive.
Somebody definitely likes frogs here.
There we are, Coronation Street.
Simon has spotted an absolutely beautiful early 20th century Chinese ivory shell.
Carved on the inside. Now this would have been made out of one piece of ivory. And if we look inside it, there's a whole magical world inside. And really fantastic quality. That I do like.
Nice choice, Simon. I think that's beautiful.
Alison has locked herself away upstairs and the bids are flying. Good girl.
It doesn't take long for Alison to find the jewel in Jan's crown, her gold and turquoise pendant.
Oh, very, very nice. Victorian, locket back, enamel, coral diamond. It's just so cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh, put it away, Simon.
Oh, that's nice. Nathaniel.
David's discovered a 19th century silver snuff box.
It's expensive and it's in mint condition.
if I don't go to any other room, I'm happy with this one. They can't come up here hassling me until I've done my work.
Well, I'm not sure what the boys will think about that, Alison. Meanwhile, Simon has discovered the christening set that Colin and Jan can't decide whether or not to sell.
Yeah, probably a Edwardian English silver christening set. Probably I think about 1905 from memory, something like that. Right, well, I'm going to get upstairs.
Careful, Simon. Paranoia is setting in upstairs.
Did you hear voice then? I'm feeling anxiety. I feel jumpy. I'm not finished. I'm sorry, Simon.
Well, I'm running out of time. I've got to get in here and have a look.
I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Well, let me come and have a little feel for it.
No, I don't really want you to.
Well, I've got to, sweetheart.
I'm very happy on my own.
I know you are, but unfortunately, you can't have it all on your own. Okay. Very nicely, Alison sorted out exactly what I want to bid on. Share and share alike, sweetheart.
See you later.
Here quickly.
And now David has also noticed the christening set that Simon has already left a bid on. Looks like we're going to have a battle on our hands over this item.
Any luck upstairs?
In the bedroom?
No, not really.
Are you just telling me that, or what?
Yeah, I'm lying.
Got a sort of rose gold chain, which I'm pretty certain is 9 carat.
Alison's finding some unexpected treats in the kitchen.
Pair of spoons. They're Tiffany. Best maker in America. Worth a punt, haven't they?
A wily dealer knows a quality collectible when she sees it. And in the garage, Alison comes across a limited edition 1991 Nissan Figaro. Alison, you're not going to try and buy this, are you?
They're not old, they're not antique. They only made a small number of them. But if it works and has an MOT...
Well, Alison, it does work and it does have an MOT, but that's Jan's car. And that's our first ever bid on a car. I can't wait to see how they'll react to this one.
Girl watches, here we go. Little 14-carat girl watch.
The bids in this house are really piling up.
I met your twin sister upstairs. Of course, she was in a foul mood. Oh, she was in a foul mood.
Oh, bad luck, Alison. With only a minute left, the boys have found those Tiffany spoons.
When are you going to put an offer?
Well, it's going to be more. It's going to be more than a tenner, I'll tell you.
Time's up!
Make me jump.
That way.
Oh,
cheers, Kate.
Well done. I think some money's gone down.
Our dealers have had a field day in this house, and bids are littered around every room. But which items are they really hoping to walk away with?
I thought the silver christening set was rather nice because it was boxed and mint condition, and this is just the sort of goods you want to buy today.
And for Alison, for one of the items, it really was love at first sight.
There's only one piece I really want. Find me another. You won't. My bid will be to walk with that today.
The secret dealers are certainly keen, but just how much money have they actually bid?
The dealers have left over 50 bids in your house.
50?
Oh, dear. But were they 50 good bids or not so good? Well, in this envelope is what's on the table today. Oh my God!
Oh dear.
£12,065. That's a lot of jewellery. I really can't believe it.
You better find out exactly what you are prepared to sell.
Yes.
And what you want to hold on to.
Right, okay then.
First up, it's Colin's Chinese shell. Now, quite rightly, you can't trade in modern ivory, but there's a strong market for pieces that date before 1947, and this is over 100 years old.
Now, this is a lovely little piece. Tell me, who acquired this?
That was me. I bought that. I saw it at an antiques fair, and I just thought it was lovely. When I got it home, I must admit I really didn't know whether it was proper ivory or not.
Well, there is a little telltale sign. You can see, if you look hard, a sort of cross-hatching in the grain. And those are indigenous to elephant ivory. You don't see those on any other ivory. You certainly don't see them on resin copies. Simon loved it. He looked at it for quite some time, in fact. And he's left you a bid.
All right.
For £135.
That seems pretty good. I can't honestly remember how much I paid for it. But that looks pretty good. I'm sure I never paid that much for it.
Is that a sale?
I think so, yes.
We're getting rid of it. It's going. Fantastic.
I'm pleased I bought it, especially as I was the only one that found it. So, no, I'm really pleased to buy that for £135.
That was a good bid from Simon, just above the top end of the independent valuation. When Colin and Jan let our dealers into their house, I don't think they realised that literally everything was up for grabs.
Now I'm going to bring you in the garage. Come on in. Come and have a look in here.
If they bid on this, they can't.
Well, there is a bid in here. Come on in, Colin.
No, not on the car. No.
Ta-da!
No way.
A little cheeky bit. Well, cheeky bit or not cheeky.
Oh.
So tell me about this car. It's a bit retro. It's a bit cool, really, isn't it?
My goodness, waves the time that we spent looking for one of these.
Everybody calls this my noddy car.
It's very low mileage. Got all the original Japanese stickers on it, and
lovely. Because although, I mean, it's retro looking, but it is it's a modern car underneath, isn't it?
1991. They're only made in 1991 and never sold in England.
Right.
They're only sold in Japan.
So you've gone to some lengths to get these wheels.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
Anything for his wife.
You're a lucky lady.
She did promise to pay me back, but she hasn't yet.
So, shall I tear this up then?
We'll have a look.
Alison has bid you £3,000.
Not have much of that.
No?
No.
I wouldn't part with her if she was mine.
No.
Alison's bid was just at the bottom end of the independent valuation, and the family car is staying. Colin and Jan have said goodbye to £3,000, but they also turned down David's bid of £400 on an early 20th century barometer. Simon's bid of £320 on a 1930s Lalique bowl, and David's bid of £490 on 4 solid silver commemorative coins from Australia. With the £12,000 slipping away, I'm worried that they're going to be walking away with just a fraction of that amount. Next up, it's that contentious christening set that Colin bought as a gift for Jan. But will they be able to agree what to do with it?
You've got 2 bids. Simon says £110.
Right. Don't think I'd want it to go for 110. I'd rather keep it.
Well, David's also left you a bid in there. David says 160.
Well, I don't really know how much it was bought for me for, but I think I'd rather keep it for that.
Are you going to tell us how much it cost?
No, I can't remember.
It was a present, wasn't it?
It was a present, so I can't tell her anyway, but it is impractical. You can't use them.
Independent valuation is £140 to £160.
Right, so it's about right really then. Oh, I don't know. If you're happy, we'll let it go.
Yep. Yep.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That's a sale. Before you change your mind.
Yes, and I'm notorious for that.
Oh, I'm pleased about that. It's a good, nice, saleable item. I'm sure I can get a quick profit out of that one.
And after that sale came a few more, thank goodness. Colin and Jan agreed to part with a late 20th century Bohemian cut glass vase to David for £100. 2 early 20th century Tiffany silver spoons to Alison for £200. And they pocketed a big wad of cash when a 15-carat gold pocket watch was sold to David for £675. Next up, there was one item that Alison fell in love with.
Find me another.
But Colin and Jan have been turning down bids left, right and centre. Will they be able to sell the pendant? It's a Victorian statement piece of superb quality, so Alison's bid had better be good.
I was hoping this is going to be our star lot.
Were you?
Yes.
Well, there's a lovely little portrait to the reverse of this pendant.
Her name was Molly Jones, and my dad befriended her, and she bequeathed it to him.
So your dad must have been quite fond of this piece. Is that
I'm sure he was, yeah. But I find it's actually a bit unwearable for modern times.
What do you think, Rachel? Is this the sort of thing that you like?
It was a necklace that belonged to my grandfather. I think I'd like to hold on for it a little bit longer. But it's up to them. It's something that I would pick out if I went out to an antiques fair. I would pick that out.
So there you go, you see. Different tastes. Shall we have a look?
Yep.
How much is on the table for this piece? I have to say to you that Alison really liked this. In fact, she said she was going home with it.
We'll see.
She has bid you £600.
Oh, I don't know.
That's borderline, that one.
I think the final decision has got to lie with Colin because it's his family piece.
I must admit, I was hoping for a little bit more than that with the combined two. Rachel, if it was passed on to you, would you wear it?
I probably wouldn't wear it, no.
In which case?
I would rather take the money and buy something that I can wear, Rachel can wear, and she would want later on in life as an heirloom passed down from us. But he's got to make the decision because I'm not having him come back to me and say, oh, you should have sold it.
So Jan's delegating. Rachel, what do you say?
I think sell it.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 against 1. That's not fair.
What do you think, Colin?
Well, I'd like to keep it. I must admit, I would like to keep it because that is lovely.
The girls want something to wear, Colin.
No, I want to hold on to it. I do. I'm sorry. I really want to hold on to it.
Oh, well, never mind. Try the hardest.
No sale.
No sale.
I'm bitterly disappointed. I can't get over it. I'm sitting here shattered. I've done a day for nothing.
It looks like Alison has lost out. Or has she? Don't go away. It's the moment of truth. Just how much have Colin and Jan made from our dealer's offers of over £12,000?
So, family, how do you feel about making £1,000?
That'd be
Very
all right.
nice, yeah. You take that then, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel.
That's yours.
Might be your new camera.
Yeah, maybe.
But actually, it's not just £1,000 because you've actually got another 225.
Oh, there you go.
Even better.
Look at that.
Great.
Okay.
So £1,225.
Yes.
Remember, 12,000 was on the table. How does that seem now?
Mr. 10%, aren't we? Yes, no, I'm
happy with
I think
really
we're
happy with that.
Yeah.
Really happy with that.
That's a nice lot of
Yes.
spending money to take to New York,
Exactly,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, she's
That sounds good.
going to New York soon, so
Yeah.
Well, you might have an even better time, Rachel,
Well, I hope so.
because there's another £1,000.
Well, I honestly wasn't expecting that.
No,
I really wasn't
Oh,
expecting
so
that.
that's really
Oh,
good.
right.
Yes.
So in 1 hour, you have made £2,225.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Great.
brilliant.
And
There you go.
decluttered a little bit.
But you've been great fun.
Our homeowners today have walked away with over £4,000 from the secret dealers. But sentimental attachment also led them to turn down nearly £10,000 of bids in order to keep some of their most treasured possessions. So how wisely did our dealers buy today? Simon sold Nancy's Victorian vases for £240 and Colin and Jan's ivory shell for £220. David sold Colin and Jan's silver christening set for £200. And what are our homeowners spending their money on? Nancy divided the money she made between her children as part of their inheritance, and she kept a bit back for herself to buy a new pair of shoes. And Colin and Jan bought Rachel a camera for her photography course at university and also splashed out on a pedigree bulldog puppy. And there's one final twist left. After all that drama with the pendant,
No, I'm going to hold on to it. I do, I'm sorry.
Colin and Jan had a change of heart and ended up selling it to Alison for £600.
I feel all twitchy about it. I own it. It's mine. I love it. It's more beautiful than I remembered.
So Alison finally ended up with that pendant, and Colin and Jan walked away with an extra £600. Now that's what I call a result. See you next time on Secret Dealers.